when another plane was hijacked and Operation Thunderbolt, or the one at Entebbe that took place. Could you
Yeah.
briefly paint a picture of what was happening in Israel at the time in the political parties? Because there is an interesting relationship between the number one and number two there that you paint in your book. Munich has happened, and then not long after, a plane again gets hijacked, and they are in a position where they either have to negotiate or storm, and they choose the latter. But there is a bit of tension within the room as well, isn't it? Isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of tension because it's a big decision to make, and nobody's ever done anything like this before, and it's quite unlikely that there's any real success. As Yitzhak Rabin is the Prime Minister, Shimon Peres is the Defence Minister. Peres hasn't got a lot to lose, so he's pushing for an attack. Rabin does have a lot to, because he has the overall responsibility. So he pushes, so there are discussions, and right until the last minute, there are conversations about, other ways of, either trying to rescue or actually really not rescuing, negotiating, and they don't think they've got much choice. And slowly they come up with this plan, which seems extraordinarily difficult and audacious. Well, there was an Air France plane that is taken, it's on its way to Paris via Athens from Tel Aviv. It's got a lot of Israeli citizens on board, a lot of Jewish people. It is hijacked by the PFLP, Palestinian faction. It's flown down to Uganda, to Entebbe, the international airport. It lands there, and over the next few days, most of the non-Jewish passengers are released. The Israelis have then got the problem, because everyone else's citizens have been freed, and they're just sort of saying, the French and the British and everyone else just say, oh look, just negotiate and have done with it. The Israelis don't want to do this, and they come up with this plan that they're going to fly special forces all the way from Israel to Uganda, land in the night, kill the hijackers, rescue the hostages, and fly back again. To fly back, they haven't got the range, so they're either going to have to refuel there from the tanks in the airport, which is extremely difficult because they haven't necessarily got the right technology to match up the pumps and everything. Or they can just about make it to Kenya, which is where they have secured the right, with nobody saying anything, clandestinely, to land and refuel and all the rest of it, and then make it back to Israel. And they do it, basically. Fatality, who happens to be the leader of the entire operation, Yoni Netanyahu, who is the brother of the current Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, of Israel, and they fly all the way back. And it really is a turning point in many, many ways.